It has honestly been giving me a lot of anxiety lately, and I just don't think it's worth it. So as we talked about a couple weeks ago, what's good for getting out and releasing that anxiety? How about a little nature walk, a little walk and talk? And speaking of anxiety, it is game bird season around here. So mostly, well, it's better to be safe than sorry. I'm fairly certain it was Oscar Wilde that once said, if you give a man a mask, he will tell you the truth. Well, it's pretty clear that Mr. Wilde, no offense to Mr. Wilde, that he never used Twitter, certainly never used Elon's Twitter. 15 years ago, I joined Twitter. It was a really quirky micro-blogging platform that became my stage for ideas, for connections and conversations. I tweeted from my trusty BlackBerry, and I even used Bitly. Twitter was a revolution, breaking news, cultural movements. It was part of this global town square. It was a place that you could go and see voices collide. You could test your own ideas, build and test and pressure test those ideas, and do it in a way that was really unfiltered and really rewarding personally.
So we rushed and we hacked together the first iteration of what would become Twitter, and it was a toy. It was fun. It was just for fun. It was just like, it made us laugh.
And what really took place was almost from the moment that Twitter was hatched, it became this thing that started to change the world, and it took off instantly. And as soon as it started to become worth hundreds of millions of dollars and then billions of dollars, each one of the four friends ended up pushing each other out of the company one by one.
But recently, my love for this platform has, well, it's faded. What was originally, kind of an innovative and inspired place to go has become divisive, chaotic, frankly, just plain annoying.
And when, in 2017, Elon Musk tweeted, "I love Twitter," someone replied, "You should buy it then." 2 weeks ago, he did. And, well...
Elon Musk's second week of Twitter ownership is proving to be just as helter-skelter as the first.
2 weeks back, Elon Musk posted this video of him arriving at Twitter's HQ. Let that sink in, he told us. 2 days later, he announced comedy is now legal on Twitter, which may be some people's way of describing what's happened since.
The relaxed content moderation, the rebranding, the use of algorithms by Elon to stir the pot. In his mind, he's creating engagement, but it's just creating a lot of chaos and noise, in my opinion, and it's just really not for me. So I've been asking myself, what do I really want from the platform? How do I want to connect? How do I want to engage? What do I want this next-gen online persona of mine to look like, to feel like? So I've been experimenting with other platforms. Blue Sky feels a bit like early Twitter. Mastodon really embraces the spirit of community. Threads keeps things casual, keeps things real. But so far, none of them really land the way that Twitter had for me.
It wasn't just about replacing Twitter. I continually reinvent and redefine how I connect. I use newsletters and podcasts and other social platforms, and of course video, just like this. That really generally involve a lot less noise.
This is little Chauncey behind me, one of my favorite spots here in town, but there's a lot of waterfowl here and game birds, so I need to protect myself, just like I'm trying to do in my online world, in my online persona. Stepping away from Twitter, it's not going to be easy. It's kind of like breaking up with somebody or really changing years of muscle memory in a way that's a challenge. But in the end, you're grateful for doing it. I'm looking for a different way to be more intentional, to connect, both online and off. This isn't about abandoning what was. It's about finding what can be, what can work for me. How do I want to engage? I know I'm a little late to the party here, getting this memo on Twitter and all, but 15 years has certainly taught me that platforms come and go, but meaningful engagement is here to stay. So as we close this out, I'm just going to offer one piece of advice to my good friend Elon. You spent $44 billion on this platform. You've destroyed a lot of value. My one piece of advice, keep it real, get rid of the bots, make sure everybody that's using this town square self-identifies. Keep it real, make these opinions matter. Get the noise off there. Oh, and Oscar Wilde. Turns out that masks, while they may be a great idea on stage or maybe even Hyde Park, they're not a great idea for an online platform. I'm going to close with a question. What's working for you? What have your experiences been? Where are you spending your time? And where would you recommend I go and spend more of my time?
What hasn't been around for a long time is Blue Sky, the social media platform which is gaining users in recent weeks as an alternative to X. On Thursday, the platform reported more than 1 million users had signed up in a single day. The platform CEO says the site is growing by 10,000 users every 10 to 15 minutes and has more than 18 million users right now.
Care to join me over at Blue Sky? Come on over. I promise. The water, it's warm.
So that's it. As the sun sets behind me, thanks for coming along as I talk about the challenges of me personally breaking up with Twitter. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to y'all again real soon. Take care, bye.